What up, y'all? It's yours truly. Um, let's talk about my man Odell Beckham Jr. The whole situation of him going to the Ravens. But I want to state something real quick. Now Odell, he offered the Jets an opportunity to match what the Ravens was going to give him with the 1 year, $15 million deal. So the Ravens they made quite a big noise on Easter. They agreed to the terms with Odell. Like I was just saying, with the whole 1 year deal they say it's worth up to 18 million, but I'm hearing 15 million. But the new deal included the 13.835 million to be exact signing bonus, the 1.165 million base salary, and 3 million more in incentives. And incentives, y'all, is how many yards, touchdowns, catches, and things of like that sort. Big games of how you perform on the field. But the New York Jets, they were, considered to be, kind of like the favorite to land Odell. With Aaron Rodgers like kind of being like in the picture, but it was like kind of hard for him to be like kind of turned down that kind of money. As I would understand, you would understand like, you even just turn down a certain specific type of money, especially when you're trying to get back in. To show, people, whoever forgotten that the talent has never left. It's just the business and politics of it. But Odell actually reached out to the Jets. To give him a chance to match, the Baltimore, offer. Of course, the Jets didn't do it. Because let's just be real. Odell don't mind playing with Lamar Jackson. I mean, that would be like something that he would, how could you turn that down? But Odell really wants to be in New York. He doesn't necessarily have to be on the Giants. He just want to be in New York if he would have the choice. That's why he was, trying to see what the Jets would have to offer him. Could they match up to that? But the Jets ain't got that type of money. They can barely keep the players that they got. And the players that they got, come on. I'm talking about the Jets. So they got a whole lot of grooming and a whole lot of building to do. But we all know that Odell is a gifted player. And the Jets been already busy with their whole free agency thing at the wide receiver position. They signed some guy named Alan Lazard. Yeah. To a 4 year deal, and McCole Hardman to a 1 year deal, and shipped off some guy named Elijah Moore to the Browns. So like the wide receiving whole situation is fully stocked with players, such as Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis, and Denzel Mims. So these are like younger cats. And yet again, the league is overlooking, people that not only have the gift to still play the game, but experience. These guys are young and they fresh, yeah, but they don't have the experience to be in Super Bowl position. Odell got a ring. Cam Newton been to the Super Bowl. So these are players with experience that know the game. Well, we all know what time it is. So it's also reported that the New York Giants was legitimately trying to have a certain sort of interest in a reunion with Odell, but that his price was just too high. Now, there may be another team at the same time, excuse me, what I mean not have been another team out there trying to give Odell another $18 million chance. The move was already likely put in the air with the quarterback Lamar Jackson in mind. I mean, why wouldn't you not want to play with Lamar Jackson? But if he had the choice, he would want to be somewhere in the New York area. But I want to send congratulations to Odell because I know the grind, and the hardships that come along with being a football, whether you playing basketball, any type of sports, the grind. People don't understand the hardships and how all that can wear down on you mentally if you let it. But Odell didn't do that. He didn't let the grind wear him down mentally. He only let him make him better, make him stronger. Because the patience that you have to have, man, people don't get it. Because they look at these athletes on TV and they see the jewelry and they see the cars and stuff and they think that, like, man, he got it. But, more money, more stress. I ain't gonna say more stress. I mean, you can only allow things to stress you if you allow, but more money, more problems. Of course, we all know that's the cliche, but it's the truth. Because when teams have it in a set mind to release players or to have them traded for whatever reason, maybe it's injuries, like teams don't have the patience. And that's why these NFL players and these sports players, whatever sport that you play in, you have to completely stay focused on your craft and overstand that these teams don't give a damn about you. It's all politics and it's all business. And it's no friends in this thing. It's just you showcasing your God-given abilities to provide for your family, getting your money, and you go home. Or party, whatever that you want to do in your spare time, but make sure that you're making smart investments, just in case situations may come. If you were so happily, knock on wood, suffer an injury and the team won't have no patience with you, you can have some things outside of football that you made a smart investment in. And by the time you chilling and, continuously grinding and, working out and stuff like that consistently, so whenever you get that call, you be ready. You'll have money still coming in, and you're not going to be like relying on NFL paychecks to come in for whatever situation because it's a cutthroat business. But with Odell's situation, I already know that he's doing things outside of the field, and making smart investments, just in case for times like this. That when they try to, when they try to X you out the league and hoping that you're not working out in the time being. So when they do call you, you won't be ready, and it'll make you look like, okay, like this is exactly what they were hoping for. That you wasn't going to be exactly who they may have looked at you as to being or was before, and things of that sort, and they can just go on to the next person because they really don't have no patience and no faith or trust in any of the players that have ever elevated the game in the sports, whatever particular sports it may be. They are quick to move on and act like nothing happened, and you got to kind of like roll with the punches because, like I said, it's a cutthroat business. But with Odell making this offer to the Jets, it kind of everything makes sense and coming to all coming together and gelling together that he really would like to play in New York, but he would also love to play with Lamar Jackson. Because Lamar Jackson has no help. It's just him. And the NFL knows exactly what they're doing, especially when it comes to a black quarterback at the quarterback position. It's always, to the point that he's not going to have the full on be on when it comes to wide receivers and just the weapons that he need to be able to succeed, all together as a team, as a unit, trying to get to the playoffs, trying to make it to the Super Bowl. And when you don't have these weapons, the media gonna always make it look like it's the star quarterbacks or whoever the star of the team is their fault when they don't have any help. And it's normally black people that they target and that they stain the image of because they don't have the help that they need to take the team to the next level because it's just them. Whatever black star athletes on the NFL team, they always get the fingers pointing at them when their team don't succeed because they don't have the weapons. Because they're not trying, the team owner is not trying to bring in the necessary weapons well, at the wide receiver position, at the offensive line position, or at the defensive line position, to take the team to where they need to go, to the highest of the heights, to try to get a Super Bowl ring. But when you get Aaron Rodgers and you get, white quarterbacks, they seem to, most of the time, not saying every single one, but most of the time, they always have the weapons, the wide receivers, the defensive line, or the offensive line. Hell, Matthew Stafford came to Los Angeles in 1 year, won a Super Bowl. Won a Super Bowl in 1 year. So you got to think about all that. You got to think about when you get a certain race, they are going to have the help sometimes, or that's required to take their team to the next level. What black quarterback do you know got traded and went to a team and won the Super Bowl in the same year? I'll wait for that one. It's always a struggle for us, or that whatever position it may be, or whatever team that we on, we to start that team. It's always a struggle for us to get the necessary weapons, or for us to be able to have an opportunity to even get traded to a team to show what we can do when they know what we can do. But it's okay for us to show them that, because we don't mind showing them that, because we want to showcase that we still do have it, just for the naysayers. So I just want to send my congratulations to Odell Beckham for him getting another opportunity to be able to showcase his greatness. And we're going to take it from this moment right here. The grind has never stopped. It's just now being able to be showcased on your television screens on Sunday, when NFL season reapproaches. All right? Sincere Reality TV, y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. OBJ, salute to you. And let's get it, boy. One love, peace, gone.